Hey Capricorn, welcome to your September 2017 overview reading. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who subscribes and watches and comments. I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for supporting me as I do this work. I hope that I can provide as much as I can for you. So this reading is good for you if you are Sun, Moon, or Rising Capricorn, or hey, if you just want to watch it, it's good for you too. Sometimes I watch my friends, overviews and stuff like that. Anyway, okay, so this is your abundance card for the month. Quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Okay, so sometimes silence is the best clarifier. I can tell you that from experience. Oh, okay, let's see what Paulina Cassidy has to say. Clarity. Wow, okay. Clearing your mind brings you closer to your sacred inner wisdom. Okay, do you get it yet? Clear your mind, focus in on how you want to create clarity in your life, and it will be sure to show up. But you have to get in a quiet spot first. That's the key thing. Okay. And I'm doing a Celtic Cross today with the Marielle Tarot. And, a little bit of modifiers, as you know, it's usually how I do it. And if you're new to my channel, I do timelines as well. But the messages that have been coming through are just stellar, might I just say. Been like, man, people are having good months overall. Intense for some people, but we'll see what's coming through for Capricorns. Okay, so new decks that I haven't worked with. But they've been a lot of fun. So I'm using the Alchemist Oracle for your growth period throughout the month. So it's like where you start the month, second quarter, third quarter, and then where you end the month. And then I'm also going to be using the Tarot of Sexual Magic to look at your romantic relationships, wherever you're at with that, whether you're coupled or not. Okay. Fantastic. Let's see what's coming through first. Ace of Cups, boom. Initiating a new relationship, a new romantic beginning, a new emotional beginning, rekindling passion with somebody, and deepening an emotional connection. So let's see what the challenge is this month. The Nine of Cups. So it's almost like you don't want to have too much wishful thinking because, oh my God, what if it doesn't work out? What if I'm wishing for all these things? What if I have all these perfect pictures and it doesn't happen exactly the way I want it to? What I've realized is that when you're trying to make good things happen, or when you want to call something in, you can hold the vision for yourself and you can absolutely believe in that crazy, idealistic, overly perfect thing. But you have to be open to how it happens. You can get specific, but you can't hold on to the how. You just have to trust. And in the recent past, we have Temperance. So when I see this in this position, it's like, okay, something is demanding more of your attention moving forward. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it kind of knocks you off balance. And so it's like, okay, you have to set that aside for a moment so that you can give extra attention to this thing that is calling to you, and then go from there. It's just one of those things. I don't actually believe that, oh, we achieve perfect balance. You're living a perfect life if you can stay balanced all the time. Are you kidding me? That is so unrealistic. So don't beat yourself up about it, because I don't know anyone who achieves perfect balance. It's about presence. If you're able to be present, then, you can actually be healthy. But that whole, like, achieve balance for a lifetime, that's just wishful thinking to the nth degree. So it's all about how you define it and how are you being present. But something is kind of taking up more of your energy by necessity. Okay? And it could be your relationship too. Maybe you're like in counseling right now with a partner. I don't know where that came from. Anyway. So the near future, you have 9 of discs. So this is about the duality of life, the light and the shadow. These things merging in order to push you in a positive direction and for you to achieve what your soul really desires and what you are wanting to cultivate in this lifetime. I'm going to clarify it, because this card in this deck specifically, it's like really deep, deep work. It is intense. It is all about duality. Knight of Wands. Okay, so again, it's intense, it's fast-paced. It's gonna come in and smack you in the face, this lesson right here. Let's see what your goal is for the month. Why does Capricorn, I'm always reading this for Capricorn for some reason. 10 of Swords. Okay, so you want to let something go. You know what it is, and you don't want to think about it. And you're like, oh my God, she just said it. I didn't want her to say that. I can already hear people like, oh no, she spotted it. I didn't want that to come through in this reading. Don't panic. Okay? Take some deep breaths into your diaphragm, because I notice, like, I'm already reading a lot of people who are watching this, and it's like that deep resentment against the ebbs and flows of life, and that's where this intense work is coming from. And think about it. This 10 of Swords, that's what you want. That is what your soul is pushing you towards. That's what you're being called to do. And it's really important for you to honor that within yourself and make healthy decisions, even if that means letting things go that are really painful to release. Okay, your subconscious, 3 of Cups. So you really are looking for collaboration, connection with other people, friendships that really feed you and are supportive to you. Okay, and what's the advice? Ace of Wands, start something new. It's a really good time to start a new project. So if you like to work with your hands, get started on something new. If you paint, if you sing, if you draw, it's just a really good coping skill. That's the big thing that is coming through for that. It's kind of like, even if you don't know how it's going to show up for you, just do it first and use it as a tool for you this month. A way to express and evolve through all of these things that are cycling in and out of your life. External influences. We have strength, okay? Is a Leo showing up for you? You know, or is someone, because this looks like a person, like someone who's able to give you strength and support you and kind of be by your side. Or even if they're like a Leo rising or a Leo moon, you know, it's all about what they're able to, how they're able to support you. Just trust that they're showing up for you this month in a really big way. Okay, and your hopes and fears. Loneliness. clearly. You can see that cabin on the cliff alone in the cold mountains, right? So that's like, or maybe this is what you want. Maybe you're like, oh, I really, oh, that looks so nice. I just want to jump in there. That's how I feel about this. I'm like, oh man, I would be like that crazy person up there in that spooky house, like writing novels and, you know, I don't know. This looks really enticing. So if you fall into that, then take this opportunity for a quiet retreat. Hey, bringing it full circle. Okay, so this could be, you know, you're either afraid of being alone and you don't want to confront that, or you want to sink into that experience and give yourself some time to reflect and achieve, hey, that clarity. Okay? So let's see what the outcome for the month is. Queen of Swords. It does look like independence. It does look like freedom from this. Releasing this, in whatever capacity you're really letting that go and evolving and moving forward in a really big way. So, let's see. Do I want to clarify anything else for you? I actually want to clarify the Strength card. Like, what is that external influence? Who is that person, or what is that thing that is helping you? Six of Rods. Ooh, now it's starting to look professional. It's starting to look like this is someone who helps you in work to achieve the things that you want to achieve. It doesn't look like a partner. If you have a Leo partner, I don't think it's them, unless you're business partners too. But this looks like someone at work, whatever it is that you do. So maybe it's like, okay, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you have help, or if you have a friend who's a Leo who helps you out with, you know, whatever it is that you know, need support in. It looks like they're helping you in some really big ways to achieve the things that you need to get done. Okay, let's get into the timeline, the juicy stuff. Everyone wants to know when. Okay, let's look. So, the first quarter, we have storytelling. This means get vulnerable. Share your story. You don't know who you're going to impact and who you're going to help by sharing your story. I can't emphasize that enough. By staying silent, you don't know what you could be, how you could be changing someone else's life by sharing your story and sharing your struggles and sharing what you've experienced. So take some time to do that, even if it's just a one-on-one sharing your story. Okay, and in your romantic relationships, Knave of Chalices, this looks pretty tantrumy. This is like, I'm not... he's grouch pants. Do you see this guy? He's throwing a tantrum. He's crumpling up that paper in his hand. He's really angry and he's gonna throw it in the basket next to him or just behind him. And so it just looks like frustration in that area. There's like some resistance. And okay, if things are going really well with your partner, then this could be in another area of your life. If you're like, oh no, we're gonna have a fight. No. Like, chill out. This could be your partner maybe getting frustrated and you being the support person, or maybe you're getting frustrated with work and you have to come home after a long day and be like, look, this is what's going on and it makes me irritated. So it could be many things, but there's like this weird tantrumy vibe that's going on in your relationship. So just be mindful of that, be gentle with yourself and with your partner, and you can like ride that wave out. Okay, second quarter growth period, healer. There you go. And the immediate message that comes through is holding space. Hold space for your friends, hold space for your family, and at the same time you want to make sure you're filling your own cup throughout all of this. And in your romantic relationships, we have Two of Wands, decision making, figuring out, planning, strategizing, together, figuring out what your next steps are, what you want to do. And it definitely stems off of this. It's like, okay, I'm, throwing a tantrum now, I'm figuring it out. If you're dating, you're frustrated with dating, and then you're like, okay, this guy or that guy, this girl or that girl, whatever it is. You're kind of making decisions about, do I want to keep dating? Do I want to stay single? Just decision making across the board. So, third quarter growth period, feeling and form. So this is diving into your psychic, intuitive abilities, calling in the messages that you need to receive at this time, trusting the process, trusting the way things show up are right for you and they're showing up in the right time. It's all about trust here and kind of just being in a state of receiving. Okay, and in your romantic relationships, we have the Four of Cups. So a little bit of disappointment in terms of like things not going exactly your way. And again, I just said like be open to how it happens and kind of steer clear of it needs to go this one way. And so in your partnerships, it looks like there just needs to be more communication than usual in order to keep each other on the same page. As well as with dating. If you're dating somebody and they want things that are completely different from you, then it's a good time to express that. And, in a tactful way, really what it is that you are looking to achieve within a partnership. And wrapping up the month, you are exactly where you need to be. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Even with this here, you're still where you need to be. You're still, on the right path. You're going in the right direction. So let this be a reminder to you. And in your romantic relationships, death. Okay, so transformation, rebirth. This could stem from this communication. It could be like, okay, there's upheaval either within our relationship, our communication space, something's got to change. This isn't working out for me anymore. So, or for your partner, maybe they're like, listen, we need to fix this. That could easily be the case, right? Can't go through partnership without any like changes. Gotta keep things spicy and interesting. And change is the only way you can do that, truly. I truly think that, variety is the way that we, or I suppose change is the way we achieve variety within monogamy. If you're not into monogamy, that's cool too. But I think that people inherently like variety in all areas of life, not just within partnerships, but, in some capacity or another. That's always a good way to start incorporating variety is by transformation and personal evolution. Okay, go ahead and pick a card that's calling to you. Card number 1. 9 of Coins, fulfillment. This is also about like what exactly do you want to cultivate and making those things happen. It's kind of like you're sitting pretty in whatever it is that you set your mind to. It also looks professional. It looks like something that you're getting at work or out of the work that you do, period. Okay, card number 2. 4 of Cups. Again, the communication piece is, hey, come on, dude. Okay, so the communication piece is going to be more important for you than it otherwise would be. So really pay attention to right here. Your communication with other people, your communication with your partner, it's all going to be about, you know, you really coming forward and having integrity in what you're saying and developing that communication so that you can move forward in a healthy direction and start to develop the communication so that everybody feels respected and heard and validated, while also being honest and tactful and not just being like super brutal. So it's a delicate balance between all of those things, and it takes practice. Okay, card number 3, Prince of Swords. So the thing with that is it looks like you're kind of, the word that comes to mind is manifestation. That's really the big message that comes up, is like, what are you, you know, like the hand, what are you creating? What are you cultivating? What are you making happen? So pay attention to what you're manifesting. What are the words that are coming out of your mouth? What are you speaking? What are you, you know, like, what are you trying to make happen? Really notice that. And notice what your friends, what your partner, what your family is manifesting as well. It's like, just notice it. What do the things that they say perpetuate? Just watch it, you know, just look from afar, just say, oh, this is really interesting. I'm watching people manifest almost instantaneously. Okay, so that's all I have for the cards. Thank you again so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, make sure that you book a session with me. The link is in the description. If you're interested in a single question reading, if you just have a quick question, I'll email the answer to you with a photo of all the tarot cards that I pull for you. Those are $10 a piece, and the link to that is in the description as well. If you are interested in getting astrology tips for the transits, a solar year birthday reading, so that comes out during your birthday month, and exclusive video content that I put out, make sure you sign up for my newsletter. Get it in the description. And thank you for all that you do. And I hope you have a fabulous September, and I'll see you next time. Bye.